Hey y'all, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are having a this is the first full week of February now. So this year is going by pretty quickly. January felt like it was literally yesterday. New Year's, Christmas was 6 weeks ago. So this year is going by very, very fast. Wanted to hop on, say hello to everyone, give a quick little update, and then I'm going to do another career talk tip, something that has helped me and continues to help me in my career and in life as well. So I want to share that in my career talk video number 4 for today. But first, just a quick little update. I will be getting back to doing some of my business-centered videos around my Mary Kay business. We do have a new collection coming out for spring, and I'll be doing some more demo videos, but also just kind of showcasing some things that I have in my own stock, just to show everyone how to use some of the products, and just to also let more people in on my business and why I chose it. There are the lives that I posted on the playlist. You can go back and watch those to see my journey with the business and how I started in Mary Kay, why I still choose Mary Kay, but also you'll get to see some demos and live demonstrations on some other playlists as well on my channel here. So I'm going to split my content between career talk for really young adults, but anyone I think can take advantage of these career tips that I'm sharing. And again, this is based on my personal experiences and my Mary Kay business. As of now, I haven't decided if I'm going to lean more into doing content about my personal life just yet. I'm trying to make sure that I'm at least consistent first with the content that I've already started putting on my channel first. Maybe in the future I will, but as of now, not so much. Not so much. But you can see I'm in my car. Just came back from running errands and wanted to hop on before the day ended, and also to maintain the consistency of posting a video at least once a week. I'm still haven't figured out the day just yet of when I want to post each week. I think I said Sunday in one video, but life happens. So today, the last video I posted was last Saturday, so I'm going to post today, and hopefully if it's not Saturday, it'll be Sunday, but I at least want to do a video once a week, whether it's through a career video or my Mary Kay business video. So in any case, you'll get something once a week from this particular channel. So I just wanted to share that quick update with everybody. So now, in the career talk series, video number 4, the tip I have is there is fortune in the follow-up. And I learned this not only from my pastor when I lived in Atlanta, but in my career overall, working in different industries in general. It is very important to, whether you're searching for a job or when you're on your job, to always follow up and be consistent in your follow-up. So I'll give an example. In my current role, I won't share where I work, but the job is a sales-based job where you do have to reach out to current customers and also bring in new customers to, where I work at. So it requires reaching out to old customers, but also generating new business by potentially having new customers come. And needless to say, one of the platforms that we use at my job is called Salesforce. I'm sure a lot of you know or are familiar with that, with probably where you work, or maybe just in class when you are in college, or maybe your first job. But it's a great content management tool to help you with how to maintain leads, how to be consistent with leads. But most importantly, it gives you so many resources within the platform on how to set reminders for yourself, to-do lists for who to reach back out to. And also you can get notifications set up in the platform in order to help you to know who to follow up with. You set the date, the time, you can type the reason, you can type what you spoke about before, like there's a section for notes, the customers and all their information. It's a great resource and a great tool when it comes to following up with customers. So needless to say, in my current role, we are required to consistently reach out, consistently reach out to our customer list, whether we have assisted them with a new product or service, or we are doing like a courtesy call follow-up to make sure that what we have enrolled them in is working for them, and an opportunity to ask them questions and to see if they have questions about what we assisted them with previously, or if we were able to help them with a certain maintenance or help them with a certain service or product that they had a question about. And although there are weekly conversations at times, it's really helpful that a customer knows that that you genuinely care about their well-being when it comes to working with them on whatever product or service that you provided them. But B, it also helps you to be consistent and learn how to follow the flow of a calendar when it comes to reaching back out to a customer, whether you assisted them or not. So when it comes to the fortune being the follow-up, when it comes to your current career, if you're in a role, if you're in a position where reaching back out to customers and using Salesforce to be consistent and follow up with your leads is a requirement of your job, then you have to utilize those resources and the tools that Salesforce provides. But you also have to make sure that you stick to the schedule that you set for yourself when reaching out to those customers, especially if the customer on the first call that you made to them said, "Oh yeah, give me a call back in about 10 days. I'm going on vacation." Set aside the timer or to-do list or reminder to yourself to contact that customer during that time frame, because that's what you specified you would do for them. And that's also what they requested from you. Now, while it's great to have consistency with reaching out to customers and or using a tool like Salesforce, you also have to make sure that you follow through with what was requested or with what was within, what is a part of your role in your job. So if a customer says follow up with them in 2 weeks, but you wait 3 weeks to reach back out to them, while that may or may not be an end all be all when it comes to the customer, and unless you are super busy, it could be a little off-putting because you're not reaching back out to them when they requested. However, all is not lost, because you still have the opportunity and the chance to make things right by, when you do follow up with them, just let them know that your schedule also got busy and you had intentions to reach back out to them, and you still wanted to follow up based on what they requested from you previously. So you can always make amends and make things right in those types of situations, because of course at your job you have to do your job and you have to do it at a high level. So if there are things preventing you from reaching out at the time that the customer requested, always reach out when you have the next available moment to do so, even if the deadline is passed, and make amends and make things right for the customer. But I seriously doubt things will be in a bad place if you were to do that. Now, fortune in the follow-up coming into play is when, if a customer lets you know in a previous conversation, email, phone call, whichever, that, or even in a in-person meeting, that they want to learn more about this service or this product. And if those types of services or products can generate income for you on a commission basis, then A, stick to the time that they mentioned wanting to reach out to them. But B, make sure that you make a note to yourself so that way you know that they have a high interest in said product or service. You're going to reach out to them in 10 days based on what they told you previously. And because of that, that will also be a good positive motivator for you to be diligent in your follow-up opportunities with that customer. Because especially if they're requesting it to be with you as the person who they've communicated with before, you definitely want to be a person that is reliable and dependable and consistent, especially if they are choosing you for those particular products or services. For example, when it comes to a realtor, if a realtor is working with a client and they are still on the fence with working with more than one realtor, or if they are not sold just yet on the area of town they want to live in for their new home, or if they're not sold with wanting to get a house at all, you as the realtor, or realtist for women, have to set yourself apart from other realtresses or realtors in the area so that they would want to work with you. The biggest part, in my opinion, with that is following up with them consistently. In the event that they go with someone else who is probably more consistent, more intuitive when it comes to the marketplace, and is someone who was diligent in reaching back out to them based on what the customer requested, they're likely going to want to pivot and work with that person. So fortune in the follow-up is a huge deal when it comes to business, career, jobs, almost, to me, anything in life, really. Even if you're volunteering or providing a service in the community, following up with potential partners and potential in-kind donors and sponsors is also very important when it comes to securing those particular deals and contracts. So especially with the realtor, if you definitely want to secure that potential home and help them find the mortgage. Also, with a 1A to the fortune and the follow-up piece is make sure to do your research and be thorough with what you are doing for that customer, especially when it comes to a home, a product or service like insurance, things of that nature. It's always important to do your research on what the customer needs and what they're asking for so that it could be easier for them to make a decision in utilizing you as their realtor, insurance provider, business manager, agent, any job that essentially has a sales or commission component. Or like I mentioned, if you are a volunteer in the community, securing a deal or partnership to work with your organization, fortune in the follow-up is key in all those areas, and it works in any industry. So I wanted to mention that as an example. But with fortune in the follow-up, being consistent, being diligent, being thorough in the research that the customer is requesting, but most importantly, making sure that you notate to yourself when to reach back out to that customer or representative, partner, sponsor, donor, individual who is needing the help and wanting the help from you. When you're consistent in your research, consistent in your follow-up, and you're thorough, every time you reach out to that customer, they will want to continue to work with you. They will see you as being very helpful, dedicated to helping, wanting them to find the solution to whatever issues or problems they are having. And more importantly, using tools like Salesforce, as well as being able to just provide that support when they need it and when they're looking for it. The more you do that for a customer, the longer your relationship will be for that customer, and referrals end up coming from that. If a customer has the best experience with you, no matter what industry, they're going to start to want to ask for you specifically when they come into that specific store, business, company, client meeting, all the above. They may even want to get more exclusive and say, I only want to work with Mary because of how our relationship has grown since the start of this contract. It may even get to a point where if you leave the company, they'll leave too because of the relationship that you have with that customer. So fortune in the follow-up is a huge deal. Whether you're a young adult, someone who is seasoned, someone in mid-career, it is very important to always be consistent in following up with your clients, customers, donors, sponsors, supporters, followers, and make sure that you see things through and be thoughtful and thorough in your follow-up, because that's how those referrals can come very quickly after that. And if you're in a business where it's cutthroat, dog eat dog world out here, you have to eat what you kill, stuff like that, you really have to be consistent and have an organized calendar of, okay, I'm following up with Mary on Monday, but then I have a 2:00 lunch meeting with Tom on Tuesday. Then I have to do another follow with Mary on Wednesday afternoon. You have to be very organized when it comes to who you're following up with and remembering when you're doing it. That way you're not confusing, client meetings with client meetings. But tip number 4, there is fortune in the follow-up. Definitely take the time to organize yourself, organize your career, your job, your life, your business when it comes to reaching out to people who you need help from. Like I said, on the service side or business side, fortune in the follow-up is a common tip, because it's definitely something that works. You just have to work it and work it well. So, that was a lot, but I am so glad I got through it. That was actually really good information, I feel. And feel free to drop in the comments what you learned from that information from this video. Let me know if you have any additional tips on how fortune in the follow-up has worked for you. Let me know what experiences you've had when it comes to there being fortune in your follow-up with previous customers or previous people or anyone that you've worked with in the past or present. I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Again, I'll be posting at least once a week. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Again, let me know what your thoughts are, and even let me know your thoughts so far on the channel. I definitely would love to hear some feedback from you all as well. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's Super Bowl Sunday tomorrow. Woo woo! You all enjoy the Super Bowl. Who you got? Who do you think is going to win, the Chiefs or the Eagles? Drop in the comments who's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow on Super Bowl Sunday. Let me know that too. I have an idea of who I want to win, but I want to hear y'all's comments first about who's going to win the Super Bowl. But anyway, let me know your fortune in the follow-up tips and tricks. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your night. Bye.